live coverage of high school soccer. Tonight we had game number 1, which had the Lady Cal Allen Wildcats put it all over the Lady Wildcats of Rio Hondo. I could think they're from it. The big star for the Lady Wildcats was Abigail Anderson, who was just all over the field and had at least 3 goals in tonight's contest. And as we move into the boys' game tonight, you've got a great mention, a top-notch action. It's the idea battle. The idea schools from Pharr and the idea schools from Robindale. When you look at soccer as a whole, these are 2 strong programs here in the Valley. Brownsville is actually the location of where Robindale is, and they are a unique organization who's put together a very top-notch soccer program, as well as the idea from Pharr has. We want to remind you that tonight's big broadcast is brought to you by the Brownsville Coffee Shop number 2, proud sponsor of tonight's contest. Remember, it's tonight's match is proudly brought to you by that number 2 is a true Brownsville staple, serving the community for over 40 years. Now, if you're looking for authentic, home-cooked Mexican breakfast made fresh every day, this is the spot. The Brownsville Coffee Shop number 2 is the proud sponsor of tonight's game. We'll be back with more in just a little bit as we get ready to start here, and we'll move from the pregame to the game itself in just a bit. Back in a moment.
I've come a long way from where I was to what I am now, and there's no limit to where I'm going.
Turn your passion into a powerful career at Texas Southmost College. Our automotive technology program will train you in everything from maintenance to full vehicle systems repair. Earn a certificate or associate degree and get certified to work as a C maintenance or B-level technician. You'll be guided by seasoned instructors who have decades of real-world automotive experience, helping you get ready to roll into the industry. So take the wheel and apply today at tsc.edu.
If you've been in a car crash, call Kenny. We're available to take your call 24/7, and we don't charge a fee unless we win your case. When you're in a car crash, call Kenny. Call 999-1111 now for a free consultation.
At Tortilla Ibañez, flavor starts fresh every day. Crispy flautas, homemade tamales, and our signature chicken salad, all made for you. Tortilleria Ibañez, tradition on every plate. Come see me today here in McAllen, Texas, and turn your gold into opportunity.
Back here in Mercedes, Texas, Doug Robinson bringing you game 2 of our twin bill tonight. Soccer is the game of tonight's broadcast of Real Sports Live. We just finished up our broadcast with the area rounds with Rio Hondo Lady Bobcats falling to the Cal Allen Lady Wildcats by the score of 12-0. Unfortunately, that game had to end on the mercy rule and was not able to complete the full amount of time. But we want to congratulate the Lady Bobcats on a tremendous season, and we wish them the best of luck. And we know they'll be coming back stronger and even more dedicated next year. You know, we want to give a big thank you to the Brownsville Coffee Shop number 2 for sponsoring tonight's game. Located right there in Brownsville, they're known for their warm, welcoming atmosphere and incredible homemade Mexican breakfast. It's more than just a meal. It's a place where the community comes together. Well, we are close to getting underway here. Just a few minutes. The captains are meeting at center field of the contest tonight, where the Pharr Idea Academy will be the home team, and they will place and playing host to the Robindale Idea Academy, an idea school in Brownsville, Texas, named Robindale. I want to let you know that the officials tonight have been chosen by the UIL, and they will be monitoring the game and will do everything they can to ensure that this game is played safely and under the UIL guidelines. We also want to let you know that the teams will be in their colors. The Pharr Sem 1 home idea will be in the dark blue/black with navy blue numbers. And then the Robindale team will be in the white jerseys and the blue shorts. We'll turn it over to Chano Hawardo for the announcement of the players and rosters.
The visitors, Idea Robindale Aviators. Home team, Idea Pharr Lions. Idea Robindale, number 1, Hermano Perez. Number 2, Raúl Segura. Number 3, Omar Sosa. Number 4, Dante Torres. Number 5, Eddie Arizmendi. Number 7, Abelardo Sanchez. Number 8, Luis Chavarria. Number 9, Jose Aguilar. Number 10, Josué Padilla. Number 11, Mario Saldivar. Number 13, Damian Chavarri. Number 14, Diego Perez. Number 17, Julio Galindo. Number 19, Jorge Ramirez. And number 21, Sebastián Vázquez. Home team, Idea Pharr Lions. Number 0, Luis Acosta. Double 0, Marcelo Mercado. Number 1, Jesús Barrientos. Number 2, Sebastián Arizaga. Number 3, Gilberto Mares. Number 4, Fernando González Silva. Number 5, Ismael Gomez. Number 6, Rafael Gonzalez Silva. Number 7, Alfonso Herrera. Number 8, Luis Maldonado. Number 9, Jacob Escobedo. Number 10, Javier Castro. Number 11, Derek Cuevas. Number 12, Ricardo Rodela. Number 13, Jose Acosta. Number 15, Manuel Hernandez. Number 16, Iker Ruiz. Number 17, Emiliano Heredia. Number 20, Mateo Grejada. Coaches and leadership, head coach Dwight Gregory, assistant coach Gasper Quintero, athletic coordinator Eduardo Garza, athletic director Kerry Villarreal, chief photographer Francisco Gonzalez, principal Natalie Faria, superintendent Jill Dominguez. Congratulations to both teams to making it out to the regionals. Good luck in this evening's contest. At this time, will everyone please rise and remove all headgear as we play tribute to the greatest nation in the world by playing the national anthem.
Well, we just wrapped up the pregame festivities.
Ready for some deep South Texas soccer playoffs. Que se oiga Brownsville idea.
Want to tip of the cap to Mr. Chano Wajardo,
Que se oiga Pharr idea.
the public address announcer here tonight, taking care of that and the rosters for tonight's contest. We want to thank him for doing such a great job. And both teams getting their last minute instructions. We've just been handed the rosters. The idea Robindale visitors in tonight's contest are the Aviators. Why idea Pharr is listed as the Lions. As we said, Robindale Aviators will be in their white jerseys and blue shorts, while the Pharr Lions will be in all black with navy blue, with blue numbers on the accent. So it's either a navy blue or a dark or a black. We can't really tell you for sure, but we'll let you be that judge as you watch tonight's contest. Once again, this is Real Sports Live. I want to give you a big reason of tonight's sponsor. This podcast is made possible thanks to the Brownsville Coffee Shop number 2. where every plate feels like home. With over 4 decades of serving authentic Mexican favorites, they continue to be a go-to spot for families across Brownsville. If you haven't tried their breakfast yet, you're missing out. I hope they have a good chorizo and an egg plate. That's my favorite. We are just about set for the kick. The officials have given their last-minute instructions and are placed in their appropriate positions. The goalie coming out for the Aviators as they get their huddle. Waiting on the kickoff. Waiting for the official to give us the go-ahead for the start. And as soon as the goalie gets into place, the official, we're underway. Kickoff controlled by the Pharr Lions. Lions now moving the ball. Cross pass over. Official says side out. Belongs to the Aviators. Once again, a reminder that when they do a throw-in, both feet must be planted on the field. And now they're going to say, no, it belongs to the Pharr Lions, so they will get set. The official giving some instruction. And a ball controlled back by the Aviators. Goalie will take a throw out, maybe a kick. And the kick is up. Cross midfielder. That's why a lot of football teams like soccer players for kickers, because they have unbelievable legs and can move that ball across midfield, especially the goalies. Throw in is going to be by Dante Torres for the Aviators. Shot on goal goes way wide, picked up by the goalie. They'll clear the box, and then he will send it flying, and goes to about midfield. Taken control of by the Lions. Jesus Barrientos moves it across. Now passes back. And now the Lions coming up with the ball. Kick goes across midfield, intercepted, headed by the Lions. Eduardo Perez in on the play. Jesus Barrientos sent it flying, but it was taken back by the Aviators. Lions on the attack, trying to set their offense up, and the shot goes wide. So the Aviators will have the free kick in. As they'll move the ball out of play as the goalie sits. And a free kick comes through, headed over by the Lions. Lions trying to make something happen. Moving the ball across midfield. Now they take it back to the center, off to the wing. Brings back across. Aviators tangling up with the Lions. Lions with a long shot. Gets across into Aviator territory. Lions with a chance for a shot on goal, and goes high and wide. A little movement there on the wide shot there by the Lions. Corner kick comes in, headed by the Aviators, and takes the ball to midfield. Aviators on the attack, and it goes out of bounds. Jorge Ramirez moving the ball over for the Aviators, trying to make something happen. Aviators coming across, looking for a shot, and it's broken up by the Lions. Lions take the ball, push it to midfield, gets it across, goes into Aviator territory, and then it's kicked away by the Aviators. And if it goes out of bounds, it'll belong to the Lions, and it did, and will. The flagman signifies that the ball belongs to the Pharr Lions. Aviators with the ball with the header. Pushes it across. 34 minutes left to go into the first half. And they're going to say that one goes out of bounds. Shout out to the Brownsville Coffee Shop #2. Proudly supporting local soccer tonight. Known for their fresh tortillas, generous portions, and unbeatable prices. They've been keeping Brownsville fueled for over 40 years. Next time you're craving real home-style breakfast, you know where to go. Lions with the ball. 34 minutes left to go here in the first half. No score. We're in our second game of Twin Bill Area Round Soccer Playoffs for high school. Robindale Idea, which is in Brownsville, facing off against the Pharr Lions of Idea. Lions with the ball, pushing the ball across, goes to the wing. Wing pushes it back toward the center midfielder. Fernando Gonzalez Silva pushes it across, and shot goes wide. Free kick by the goalie. Moves it across. And comes back. Lions with the ball. Passes over across. Looking for the midfielder. And had a little collision. So that'll be a free kick for the Aviators. Dante Torres on the free kick. Jesus Barrientos trying to set something up for the Lions. Lions with the ball. Alfonso Herrera pushes it across. Moved over and then trying to make a shot. Can't do it. And the ball's going to be picked up by the goalie. So the goalie will do a kick, and he'll get it across midfield. Header by the Lions. Comes over to the right side of the wing. The goalie for the Aviators grabs it, clears the box, looks to do a kick, and he will. Gets it across midfield, down into Lion territory. Aviators with the ball, trying to set up a shot, and it's broken up and knocked out of territory. Handball, they're going to say. So that means the Aviators get a free kick coming across. Dante Torres again for the Aviators, sends it flying. And almost in, but comes up a little short. Lions on the move, trying to get the ball to come across into the open area. And gets it across the midfield, a header by the Aviators. Lions take back control, push the ball up to about midfield. Over by Jesus Barrientos. Aviators intercept the pass. Lions trying to get something set up for a shot. The ball gets across and goes way into Aviator territory, but it is centered out. I want to remind you that tonight's match is proudly brought to you by the Brownsville Coffee Shop number 2, a true Brownsville staple, serving the community for over 40 years. If you're looking for authentic home-cooked Mexican breakfast and made fresh every day, this is the spot. Lions with the ball. Lions on the attack, trying to push it out. Goalie comes out away from the box and takes a chance. A lot of times you will see that sometimes on teams where they will allow that goalie to come out 10 yards from the box. Officials are going to say this belongs to the Aviators. They'll have a throw-in. Throw-in by Dante Torres. Alvarado Sanchez in on the play, trying to make something happen. Now Lions take back control. Once again, the Lions in the black, dark uniforms, and the Aviators from Robindale in the white. And shots pushed down on for the Lions, but can't get it across. So they'll have a side out. Ball comes down deep into Lion territory, kicked away by the goalie, and we may have an offsides call here. Under 30 minutes to play here in the first half. Lions from Pharr Idea Academy, the home team in tonight's contest, as they host the Robindale Idea Academy, which is located in Brownsville. Ball controlled by the Lions. Little pushing and shoving along the side. Ready for the shot. And it goes wet. So the ball will belong to the Lions, as they'll have a corner kick from the far side of the field. Dangerous move there by the Aviators, as the goalie came out a little more than what most coaches would want. Throw in by the Aviators, headed by the Lions keeping the ball at midfield. Lions now trying to set their offense up. They take the ball across midfield, and it's picked off by the Aviators. But now the Lions take it back. They're on the attack for the score. And it's kicked away by the goalie. Movement by the Aviators. Men deep, pushing and shoving down there. Little leg tangle going on. Ball comes out. And waiting for the goalie. He'll take a kick. He'll take the free kick out of the box. Pointing to his offense, which way he's going. We're not so sure who the goalie is tonight for the Aviators. The goalie for the Lions is Marcelo Mercado. And they're going to say the ball belongs to the Aviators. Not so sure if it's a throw-in or a corner kick. I believe it's going to be a throw-in. And it is going to be a throw-in. Once again, as we said before, in soccer, both feet must be planted when the ball's thrown in. They can take a running step of 2 or 3 steps, but they must have their feet planted. I've got a tongue twister there. Feet must be planted when they throw it in. Corner kick. And they're going to motion handball, so it'll belong back to the Lions. The most unique sport there is, where the hands must not touch the ball unless you are the goalie. You can use any other part of your body but your hands. A unique way in controlling the ball. You can use your head, you can use your chest, knees, ankles, feet, but not the hands. Lions will have the free kick. And it goes across midfield, deep into Aviator territory. The header sends it back the other way. Aviators with a long shot, trying to get the ball set up for a shot. They have one person down there. That's Jose Aguilar. Lions goalie with the deep kick. 23 minutes left to go here in the first half. No score on this one. Lions on the attack, trying to push something to happen. They've got the ball in the corner, trying to set it up. He sets up in front of the goal, and the shot is no good. Goes wide left. Lions with the ball. Flag judge says it's going back the other way. Belongs to the Aviators. Aviators with the throw-in. Segura with the shot. Goes long and deep. Lions back with the ball. Header over to the side. And it's being chased by the Aviators, and they'll center it out. And they do. So it'll belong to the Lions. Jesus Barrientos trying to make something happen for his team. And the goalie comes out for the Aviators and snags it. Deep kick. Goes in deep into Lion territory. Aviators trying to get a shot on goal, and the pressure's too much, and the Lions take back over. Well, we want to give a big thank you to Brownsville Coffee Shop number 2 for sponsoring tonight's game, located right there in Brownsville. They're known for their warm, welcoming atmosphere and incredible homemade Mexican breakfast. It's making me hungry just thinking about it. It's more than just a meal. It's a place where the community comes together. Aviators with the shot, goes deep. Turnaround kick by the Aviators, pushes it back. Now the Lions on the attack, and it's pushed out by the Aviators. Still no score. We just found out that Eduardo Pettis is the goalie for the Aviators. Aviators with the ball, taking it across midfield, pushing it in for shot, and centered out by the Lions. Under 20 minutes to go here in the first half, and we have an injury, and that's going to stop the clock. And they're going to say no, that was not an injury, so they're going to give the penalty kick, the free kick for the Aviators. Aviators long shot in. Goes way wide. Should belong to the Aviators, and it does. Signaled by the official. 19 and a half to go here in the first half. Everybody's bunched up for the shot. And the Lions get it out. Aviators back with the ball, trying to get a shot on goal. Centered down by number 7, Abelardo Sanchez for the Aviators. And we have a handball. Once again, a reminder that this broadcast is made possible thanks to Brownsville Coffee Shop number 2, where every plate feels like home, with over 4 decades of serving authentic Mexican food and favorites. They continue to be a go-to spot for their families across Brownsville. If you haven't tried their breakfast, you are missing out. I'm going to have to try that myself. Shot over there, pushed back by the Aviators. Ball goes wide, and it'll stay with the Aviators. Throw in by Eduardo. Check that. Throw in by number 4. That's going to be Dante Torres. And it's bounced back. So Torres will throw in another one. Shot is overthrown. Procedure move, mistake by the, looks like the Lions, and we have a stop. Clock stop, I believe, but, and then no, he did not he signaled stop, and then he signaled move it on, so I'm moving it on. Ryan. Can you get that clock caught up to that one? Can you get that clock caught up to that one? Movement by the Aviators. Aviators with the ball, controlling it through the pass. Ball goes deep in. Lions with a shot, and it can't go through. Lions with an opportunity as the goalie pulled, but could not make it happen. Aviators will center it out, wait for the goalie, who will provide the big kick. Free kick here by the Aviators, goes deep across midfield. Deep in is hit by one of the Lions. Lions push it back. Rafael Gonzalez Silva. Fernando Gonzalez Silva in on the play as well, now pushing it across. Aviators trying to push the ball back and do. And now the Lions center it up. Looking to make a shot. Header. Deep kick by the goalie. And Lions push it out and do. Lions pushed it out in order to prohibit the shot on goal. Looked like Fernando Gonzalez Silva was on that play to push it out. Header, shot. Aviators pushing the ball, trying to get a shot on goal. 14 and a half to go here in the first half. No score. This is a foot race to see who can get to the ball. Ball's pushed across. Lions with the ball in control. Aviators goalie will let the ball settle and will send it deep with the kick. Ball's kicked across midfield, handled by the Lions. Lions trying to make something happen, pushing the ball. Alfonso Herrera, and he's going to be pushed. And that will go against the Aviators. So the Lions will have an opportunity for a penalty kick. Penalty kick, header by the Lions, pushed out. Shout out to the Brownsville Coffee Shop #2, proudly supporting tonight's local soccer. Known for their fresh tortillas, generous portions, and unbeatable prices. They've been keeping Brownsville fueled for over 40 years. Shot in on goal. Pushes it across. So the next time you're craving a real home-style breakfast, you know where to go. It's the coffee shop, the Brownsville Coffee Shop #2. Mid-shot, down to the way across midfield. Lions on the attack. Pushes it across over to Herrera. Barrientos. Luis Maldonado. Shot. Set up. Barrientos tried to set up. a shot and couldn't get it done. Under 12 to play here in the first half. Header there by Pharr. That's Dante Torres trying to clear it for the Aviators. So the Aviators will get a chance to clear it. Shot by the Aviators, pushing it across, goes into traffic with the Lions. Now the Lions center it out, bring the ball across midfield, bring it across into the area of the Aviators. Lions with the ball, trying to set something up, looking to get a shot. Dribbling by the Lions, and the goalie pulls and grabs and a save. Ball goes all the way down and goes out. I want to let you know that this broadcast is made possible thanks to the Brownsville Coffee Shop number 2, where every plate feels like home. With over 4 decades of serving authentic Mexican food, they offer more than you can imagine. They continue to be the go-to spot for families across Brownsville. If you haven't tried their breakfast yet, you are missing out. Ball being chased by the Aviators. And they're going to say it belongs to the Aviators on the side out. Dante Torres doing the throw-in. He'll do another one as they're pushing the ball down the field. And this time it's Luis Chavade. Now the Lions with the ball, passes it over, tries to set it up. Centered across midfield. Pushes it over to the left wing. Now into the corner. Looking for the shot. And the goalie comes out. And a save there by the Aviators. The goalie is earning his keep tonight. The fans were celebrating, and the Aviators were celebrating that they had a goal scored, but the official had stopped play. So no goal, and it'll belong back to the Aviators. Aviators with the ball. Goes wide over across the right wing. Sweeper's trying to pull the ball in. And it's going to be a throw-in. Luis Chavare looks like he'll be doing the throw-in and does. Lions will have the throw-in. Ball is in. Tangled up with the Lions. Lions on the attack. Looking to shoot. Shot is blocked. A battle for the ball. Lions. Now the Aviators come back the other way. Hard and strong. And it's stopped midfield by the Lions. The Lions moving the ball across. It curls to the left wing. And it's pushed out of bounds by the Aviators. So the Lions will maintain the ball, but Aviators put the pressure on them for them to get it out of bounds. Ball traffic on the left wing. Back to the right side. 6.5 to play here in the first half. Movement across. Aviators on the attack. And it's broken up by the Lions. But they're going to say the ball belongs to the Aviators. So the throw in, a quick one, and the Aviators on the attack, looking to take a shot. They're pushing it. And it's brought across back by the Aviators. Omar Sosa in on that play. Lions break up the attack. Got a clear shot as they're moving the ball across the field. Get it across midfield. Jesus Barrientos pushes it across. Jacob Escobedo in on the play. The throw in by the Lions. 5.5 to play. Lions trying to get their offense set up as they're in the Aviator territory. Barrientos pushing it across. Shot is taken, but it's way high. So the center will be bored by the goalie for the Aviators. Under 5 to play here in the half. No score. We're in an area around the Pharr Lions of Idea, playing host to the Robindale Idea out of Brownsville. No score. Once again, Robindale is in white, and the Pharr Lions are in the black with blue numbers. Player slow getting up, but the official says play on, so no clock stoppage. 4 minutes to go here in the first half. Looking for a penalty kick for the Aviators. Aviators trying to set something up to get a shot on goal. Shot there is backlegged by the Lions. Lions, and we're going to get a push. We're going to get a push. So the push goes against the Aviators. That'll give the ball over back to the Lions. Swift kick there by the Lions, trying to get the ball deep into Aviator territory, but they can't. Ball is cleared, and now a shot on goal by close, but no cigar. Lions with the ball. Luis Chavare. Ball taken away by the Aviators. 2.5 to play here in the first half. No score. Movement by the Lions. Lions push. And we have a flag up. So they're going to say handball. This broadcast is made possible thanks to the Brownsville Coffee Shop number 2, where every plate feels like home, with over 4 decades of serving authentic Mexican favorites. They continue to be the go-to spot for families across Brownsville. If you haven't tried that breakfast yet, you're missing out. Sounds like I'm missing out too. I might have to try this place. Brownsville Coffee Shop number 2. Proud sponsor tonight. Aviators with the ball. Little confusion over there on the side, but they're going to say it belongs to the Aviators. Now they're going to say, no, it belongs to the Lions. Lions with the kick. Header off the Aviators. Header by the Lions. Tangled up down at the low end of the field. Under a minute to play. Slide tackle by the Lions. And shot is going to be way wide. And the goalie will chase it down. 44 seconds left to go in the half. We'll see if they want to push it. As they're under 30 seconds left to go in the half. We'll see what the goalie does. He sends it flying to about midfield. Lions back with the ball. Ball going the other way. Sending it back to a cross. Lions with the ball. 11 seconds left. We're down to the countdown. Under 5. Shot by the Lions. Goes wide. Thought he had it, but the ball went wide. And that will take us to halftime. So, we are at halftime in this area round soccer match between the Robindale Idea Academy out of Brownsville against the Idea Academy from Pharr. No score at halftime. We'll be back with more at the second half. Ryan, how do we get that from pre to halftime?
I don't know for that one. I think that's pre, half, and post.
Do we hit it again?
But here, let me see. There you go.
Right there. Okay. We're at halftime. Okay. And we'll go to...
No matter where you are in life, Texas Southmost College is here to help you move forward. Whether you're starting fresh, changing careers, or gaining new skills, TSC has affordable programs designed to fit your goals. It's time to take the next step. Think big. Think bright. Think TSC.
Kenny Perez came from a small town in Texas. At Kenny Perez Law, we won't stop fighting until our clients get what's rightfully theirs. We're right by your side, no matter what. Call Kenny Perez Injury Lawyers today, 956-999-1111.
This is the island where even the grown-ups forget what day it is. South Padre is more than an island. It's the island.
I want to be a doctor.
I want to play professional soccer. I want to play at Carnegie Hall.
At Brownsville ISD, dreams take shape with nationally recognized academic programs, championship athletics, and distinguished fine arts. Success isn't just a goal, it's our tradition. The best choice for your child's journey is Brownsville ISD.
Rev up your future with Texas Southmost College's Auto Body Repair Program. In just 2 semesters, you'll gain the skills to become an auto body repair specialist. Learn using industry standard iCar Academy to get you job ready fast. If you're ready to drive your career forward, TSC's Auto Body Repair Program is the place to start. Classes are filling fast, so visit tsc.edu and apply today.
I'll do anything for my clients.
Would you pick up our kids from school?
Yeah, I could do that.
Hurt in a car crash? Call the Law Channel.
Time to take a new look, and maybe your first look at Buick. If smart, hip, and affordable is for you, Buick's your brand. For you, Buick, Brownsville, Texas.
Back here at Mercedes Tiger Stadium, we're at halftime as the Lady Bobcats and Lady Wildcats from Cal Allen matched up earlier, and this game is the boys with Pharr Lions Idea Academy playing host to the Robindale Idea Academy out of Brownsville, the Aviators. And right now we're not up at 0. And I just talked with one of the coaches to see how it would go for the playoffs if we were to go into a 0 score at the end of regulation, that they will go to a 15-minute overtime. And then if it stays a 0, then they will go to a shootout. But they will give them the opportunity to have a live finish with a 15-minute overtime if the game stays tied at 0. And that's where we're at right now in Brownsville. Robindale Aviators 0. And the Lions of Pharr Idea Academy 0. Back with more and a quick word from our good friends at the Brownsville Coffee Shop number 2. We want to remind you that tonight's match is brought to you by the Brownsville Coffee Shop number 2, a true Brownsville staple serving the community for over 40 years. If you're looking for authentic, home-cooked Mexican breakfast made fresh every day, this is the spot. The Brownsville Coffee Place number 2.
No matter where you are in life, Texas Southmost College is here to help you move forward. Whether you're starting fresh, changing careers, or gaining new skills, TSC has affordable programs designed to fit your goals. It's time to take the next step. Think big. Think bright. Think TSC.
At Brownsville ISD, every journey starts with a strong foundation.
Our academic programs inspire curiosity and critical.
Okay, there it is right there. There's game. Now where's it at? Okay, gotcha.
Students unleash their potential while diving into school spirit.
Creativity shines throughout our various fine arts programs.
Our career and technical education provides students with essential skills for the workforce.
With dual enrollment courses, students can earn college credits while still in high school.
Brownsville ISD.
One team.
One dream.
Permatemp Personnel Services has been servicing local businesses for the past 29 years.
Leave the hiring to us. Let us become your personal hiring guru. We have a network of skilled employees to fit your needs.
Your success is our strategy.
Don't hesitate, call us now.
If you've been in a car crash, call Kenny. We're available to take your call 24/7, and we don't charge a fee unless we win your case. When you're in a car crash, call Kenny. Call 999-1111 now for a free consultation.
This is the island where adulting takes its own vacation. South Padre is more than an island. It's the island.
Back here at Mercedes Stadium, we are just about set to go at the start of the second half. But before we get started, I'm going to give a big shout out to Mr. Jammer doing a great job at Master Control, and of course to Ryan and a new young man on tonight, Mr. Malachi White. So, give you a little heads up. We're getting ready to start here, waiting on the officials. And we're underway. Pharr with the ball, pushing it downfield, looking for to set up a shot. They push it into the corner, being chased by the Aviator. Pharr's with the ball. Lions with the ball. Just underway here in the second half. No score. Set up on a corner, being chased by the goalie. So the teams have switched sides now. The Aviators will move from our left to the right, while the Lions will move from our right to the left on your radio dial. As we used to say back in the days of radio play-by-play, to give you an idea on the field of play. Lions with the ball, looking to set something up. Pushes it across. Now goes wide. Sends it over, trying to get a shot. On goal. Pushes it across. Man set up. And it looks like the goal is I think it's a score, but I'm not for sure. Is it a goal? We're trying to get a clarification. The official scoreboard has not put up the goal yet. So evidently it was saved. So we're still at 0 score. Lions trying to get the ball out of their territory, get it back to the other end of the field. Being chased, slide tackle made by the Aviators. Ball being pushed, then shoved, and goes out of bounds. Saved by the Aviators. Aviators trying to set something up. Brings it across, headers across. Abelardo Sanchez, along with Omar Sosa, trying to make something happen. Omar Sosa sets, trying to get something in along with Mario Saldivar. Lions on the attack, pushing it across. And it goes too deep. Lions still on the clock, looking for a shot at goal. And a slide tackle by the Aviators. This time it's saved by the goalie. So a shot on goal is thwarted by the goalie for the Aviators. Deep kick by the goalie, headed by the Lions. Aviators with the ball. Pushing it across into Lion territory. And the Aviator player falls, and they're going to say tripping. So a tripping call is going to be called against the Lions. And that will allow the penalty kick. So the penalty kick will be made by the Aviators. Both teams try to set up their wall. And he sets for the kick. Penalty kick is going to be wide right. This broadcast is made possible thanks to Brownsville Coffee Shop number 2, where every plate feels like home. With over 4 decades of serving authentic Mexican favorites, they continue to be a go-to spot for families across Brownsville. If you haven't tried their breakfast yet, you're missing out. Aviators with the ball on the kick by the Lions, trying to get it into the territory. Dribbling. Barrientos for the Lions. Lions trying to move the ball. We're under 35 minutes. 5 minutes going here in the first half, the second half. We're all knotted up at 0-0. Aviators. And shot is no good. Shot by the Lions, unsuccessful. And the goalie will send it out for the Aviators. Ball is across to the wing. Pushes it down across into territory. And a slide tackle there made by the Aviators. Saves the shot. So the Lions will have a throw in. Eddie Mendez. Ball pushed across. Lions dribbles, gets through the Aviators, trying to get a shot. And it's stolen by the Aviators. Aviators push the ball back up across midfield, then it's taken back down by the Lions. The Lions with the movement. Shot on goal. Just goes over. So that keeps our score at 0. As the Lions came up a little too much on that shot. 32 left to go in regulation. No score. Lions trying to get a shot on goal. They're trying to set up some fancy ball movement there by number 11. That's Mario Saldivar. Pushing it across. And shot is a little short. So the goalie will bring it out with a long kick. Just about midfield. Sent back by the Lions. Slide tackle by the Lions. Lions defenders trying to set the ball back up. And it's going to go back to the Aviators according to the official. So a penalty kick for the Aviators. And it goes headed by the Aviators up against the chest. Now it goes back to the Lions. Pushed over by the Lions with a long kick headed by the Aviators. Aviators setting the ball up for their goalie. Goalie on the kick out. 30 minutes left to go in the contest. No score. Area round action. And the officials are going to make a adjustment. Ball being chased by the Aviators. Lions on the attack. Setting it up, and its ball was played over by the Aviators. And it is side out. So it'll belong to the Lions on the throw-in. As we've told you multiple times, on a throw-in, the feet must be planted. Here comes the Lions, and it's going to be picked up by the goalie. Lions not able to get a shot on goal, and the goalie will send it across midfield Lions with the ball again. They bring it across. And the goalie picks this one up. Secures it. And then kicks it away. Goes across midfield. Goes back to the Lions as the Lions bring it back. Trying to get a shot on goal. They're on the penetration. Looking for a shot. And it's no good. No good was that shot. Had the opportunity, but just couldn't get it in the goal. Aviators with the ball. On the dribble. They bring it across. Now the Lions take back control, trying to set up for a shot. They're moving with the ball. Wind seems to be in their favor right now, but the goalie grabs that one. Movement on the ball. Hits the Lion. Centers out to the field. Lions on the attack. Trying to get a shot. And not able to get it. And the shot goes way long for the Lions. So with 27 minutes left to go in the ball game, we're still knotted at 0. 0-0, as they say in soccer. And as we said, if there is no score by the end of regulation, there will be a 15-minute overtime. And then if there is no goal scored in that time frame, it will go to a shootout. Aviators trying to get the ball at the other end of the field. Is this half, the Lions have had it mostly in Aviator territory. Lions, and it's cleared out. Lions. Mario Saldivar. And great block there by the goalie. As we're just about to hit the 25-minute mark. Shout out to Brownsville Coffee Shop number 2. Proudly supporting tonight's local soccer. Known for their fresh tortillas, generous portions, and unbeatable prices, they've been keeping Brownsville fueled for over 40 years. Next time you're craving a real home-style breakfast, you know where to go. Brownsville Coffee Shop number 2. Corner kick is no good. Header by the Lions. Aviator goalie clears it. And then sends it to about midfield. Wind, definitely a factor in tonight's contest. I was talking with one of the coaches earlier. And the Lions will have the advantage as the wind is traveling in the direction they're trying to put the ball in the goal. And we have a flagman has raised his flag, so that ball will belong back to the Lions. Ball goes away to the near side of the field. throw in will be done by the Lions. Number 5, Ismael Gomez takes a throw in. Ball brought in by the Lions. Lions trying to center it. Looking to take it downfield. They have a man with a shot. And the Aviators clear it. Lions come back the other way. Bringing the ball down. They control. Trying to set their offense. They're deep into Aviator territory. And the ball's going to go out, but it's still going to belong to the Lions. 23 minutes and some change left to go in this one of regulation. Lions looking for an opportunity here. And the goalie takes it. Sends a long kick across midfield, headed by the Lions. Lions on the attack. Trying to... and they're going to get an offsides. Offsides by the Lions. As it 22 and a half left to go in regulation. No score. Lions over to the Aviators. Aviators. Dante Torres. And players can complain he was tripped, but no call. Plays on, says the official. Aviators trying to get the ball out of their territory as they control it, but deep in their own territory. And the ball goes out, and it's still going to belong to the Aviators. Ball not quite to midfield for the throw-in. It gets across. Now goes down the lane, and the Lions clear it. Centering it back the other way. Jose Acosta doing what he can to help out his teammates. Shot with a center. Trying to get centered up for a shot and no luck. A little over 21 minutes left to go in regulation. We're knotted up at 0-0. Lions. And the ball bounces to the right side of the goal. Corner kick by the Lions is no good towards the goal. Centered out by the Lions. And it'll belong back to the Aviators. Handball is called. Jose Aguilar putting some pressure on the Lions. Ball's cleared by the goalie. Lions trying to make something happen here. Setting up their offense. Ball handling through the midfield. Trying to take it deeper into Aviator territory. And now the ball goes back to the Aviators. Aviators have a man open with the ball. And he clears it. Lions looking to get a shot on goal. And the Lions maintain possession over in the corner. Trying to clear it, set it up for a shot. And the ball goes wide. $18 and a half left to go in the contest. Aviators. Clear it. Lions trying to set. Looking for the shot. Shot is up and is blocked. So we stay at 0. Opportunity there by Dante Torres trying to get a shot off. Ball handling by the Lions. Trying to keep the ball on the Aviator side of the field. Tried to do a quick throw in, but he had to slow down. Luis Maldonado on the throw in. Throw in by the Lions. Alfonso Herrera cleared by the Aviators. Aviators on the attack. And a slide tackle by the Lions. Slide tackle by the Lions stopped that penalty. Or excuse me, that's scoring opportunity. And the goalie picks it. First time the Aviators have been down to shoot on the goal in quite a while. Lions with the ball. Looking to move it. Picked up by the goalie before the shot could be made there. Gilberto Matters. Going to be a side out possibly here. No, it stays in play. 15 and a half to go here in the ball game of regulation. No score. 0-0. And the Aviators do the wise thing as the Lions were putting pressure. Simply kicked it out of bounds. That'll bring a corner kick. Corner kick. Almost in, but it goes away. This broadcast is made possible thanks to Brownsville Coffee Shop number 2, where every plate feels like home with over 4 decades of serving authentic Mexican favorites. They continue to be a go-to spot for families across Brownsville. If you haven't tried their breakfast yet, you're missing out. Brownsville Coffee Shop number 2. And we're going to have a little bit of a penalty there. No yellow card, but there was a little discussion there on the slide tackle. So the free kick by the Aviators pushes it across. Headers. A lot of pushing and shoving. Alfonso Herrera. Lions on the attack. And the Aviators push it away. And we have a stoppage by the official. He's moving toward having a little discussion. Making sure everyone's all right. No stoppage of clock, but the officials are trying to line up. It looks like there's going to be a penalty kick. And now they're going to say stop the clock. I can't get... So the clock is stopped. And the Lions will get a penalty kick. And it goes out wide. Corner kick goes wide. A race down the sides. Aviators trying to make something. Pushing it across. And now they take it back to about midfield. Lions with the ball. Center out shot by the Lions. Picked up by the goalie of the Aviators. Headers by the opposing teams. Trying to set up their offense. The Aviators push the ball down into Lion territory. Ten and a half to go here in regulation. 0 is the score. San Juan on the push. The shot goes way high. Opportunity there, but it was missed by the Lions. We're moving right along with no score. Under 10. Lions. And we got a collision on the field. And that might be a stoppage of clock. And no, the official says play on. 9.5 to go. Movement by the Lions. Shout out to Brownsville Coffee Shop number 2, proudly supporting local soccer tonight. Known for their fresh tortillas, generous portions, and unbeatable prices. They've been keeping Brownsville fueled for over 40 years. Next time you're craving a real home-style breakfast, you know where to go. Brownsville Coffee Shop number 2. Ball being moved over now by the Aviators. 8.5 to play. We apologize for the clock differential. We had a clock stoppage by the official. And now we're synced back up. Clock stoppage by the officials. Gives us another chance to give you a shout out about the Brownsville Coffee Shop number 2. Tonight's match proudly brought to you by Brownsville Coffee Shop number 2. It's a true Brownsville staple, serving the community for over 40 years. Now, if you're looking for authentic, home-cooked Mexican breakfast made fresh every day, this is the spot. The Brownsville Coffee Shop number 2. Brownsville Coffee Shop number 2. We want to give a big shout out to them for proudly supporting local soccer tonight, right here on Real Sports Live. Known for those fresh tortillas, generous portions, and unbeatable prices. They've been keeping Brownsville fueled for over 40 years. Next time you're craving a real home-style breakfast, you know where to go.
Elevation, AT4, AT4X, Denali. Case closed. For your GMC, we're professional grade.
Come see me today here in McAllen, Texas, and turn your gold into opportunity.
No importa en cuál etapa de tu vida te encuentres, Texas Almost College está aquí para ayudarte a progresar. Ya sea que estés empezando desde cero, cambiando de carrera o adquiriendo nuevas habilidades. TSC tiene programas accesibles diseñados para adaptarse a tus metas. Es hora de dar el siguiente paso. Piensa en grande, piensa claramente, piensa en TSC.
Back moving across. And Pass is cleared by the Aviators, but then the Lions pick it back up, going the other way. Lions dribbling, looking to set their offense. Cross pass, and pulled by the Lions, trying to get a shot on goal, and we're going to get a push, but another shot on goal, but no luck. We're still knotted at 0. High school boys area round soccer. The Pharr Idea Academy Lions playing host to the Robindale Aviators. Idea Academy of Brownsville. And the goalie comes out. Free shot there for the Aviators, but as the goalie could not get back in time, always a dangerous move when the goalie completely pulls. And we're going to have a push and a yellow card. Yellow card on the Aviators. So the yellow card brings out a stoppage of play to bring us to 4. And a shot all the way through. Comes back to the Lions. Lions pushing it across. Under 5 to play in regulation. Slide tackle by the Aviators. Luis Chavare trying to move the ball for the Aviators. Lions on the attack. And a push by the Aviators. No stoppage of play as the officials has him play on. Under 4 to play. Looks like there will be a penalty kick. Lions is wide. Coming back across. Aviators with 3.5 to play. Cross play to the other side. Lions trying to dribble through traffic as we're getting ready to hit the 3-minute mark of regulation. We're tied up at 0-0. And the Lions with a chance. Goalie comes out and holds the ball. Goalie for the Aviators sits down. And I don't know if he has a cramp. He's pulling at his leg, so we will see. Looks like there will be a stoppage in play. And a stoppage in play has occurred.
At Tortilla Ibañez, flavor starts fresh every day. Crispy flautas, homemade tamales, and our signature chicken salad, all made for you. Tortilla Ibañez, tradition on every plate.
Movement by the Lions. Gets it across. Aviators on the attack, and in the broken up by the Lions. Lions, 2.5 to play in regulation. Lions, now the Aviators, now the Lions as he pushes it across, trying to set up for a shot. They're in Aviator territory. Header by the Aviators. Lions with the opportunity for a shot on goal. And a shot is blocked. So the goalie with the stop for the Aviators keeps our score at 0. And the clock continues to run. 1:40 left to go in regulation. As we said earlier, this game will not go to a shootout until 15 minutes of overtime, should it become necessary. Ball clears, belongs to the Lions. Eduardo Perez and Alvarado Sanchez doing some great work for the Aviators. Goalie Eduardo Perez has had a number of stops tonight. Part of the reason why this game is tied at 0. We're under a minute. Under a minute. Lions on the attack. Lions looking to lock. Pushes it across. Lions have a shot. And it's missed. Lions with another shot. Centered up. Oh, and a header almost comes across. And it's broken up. 25 seconds left to go into the contest. Still no score. Lions, shot is wide. And I think that's going to take us to the end of regulation as we'll watch the official. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that is the end of regulation. Ryan, can you switch this to 15 minutes, please?
They doing a 15-minute round?
Yeah. Overtime? Do we have something for overtime?
I don't think we do.
Okay. All right. Oh, he's doing 10 minutes. Okay, change it down to 10. Unless there's a break. Is there a 10-minute break before the overtime? All right, folks, we'll be back in just a minute. We've got to clarify something. We are in an overtime. So we're going to go to commercial, and we'll be back in just a moment.
This is the island where even the grown-ups forget what day it is. South Padre is more than an island. It's the island.
I want to be a doctor.
I want to play professional soccer. I want to play at Carnegie Hall.
At Brownsville ISD, dreams take shape with nationally recognized academic programs, championship athletics, and distinguished fine arts. Success isn't just a goal, it's our tradition. The best choice for your child's journey is Brownsville ISD.
It seems like you'll do anything for your clients.
Anything.
Would you get a face tattoo?
What do you all think?
Looks good, boss.
Yeah, latte.
There's no place like Sherryland
enrollment. Register now. Call 956-584-6408. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Hey, champ. My dad got hurt in a car crash, and our insurance company isn't helping us at all.
Give this to your dad. Have him give me a call.
Thanks, champ. Hey, I've been working on my jabs.
Let's see what you got.
Hurt in a car crash? Call the Law Champ.
Permatemp Personnel Services has been servicing local businesses for the past 29 years.
Leave the hiring to us. Let us become your personal hiring guru. We have a network of skilled employees to fit your needs.
Your success is our strategy.
Don't hesitate, call us now.
Welcome back to Mercedes Tiger Stadium, where we are moving into overtime. Now, the overtime is going to be different than we thought. It's been actually explained to us that there will be two 10-minute halves. They will play 10 minutes, they will take a small 5-minute break, and then they will resume with the second 10-minute half. I've never seen it done this way before. And I was the president of the Clear Lake Youth Soccer Association, where I had competition soccer, working with high school and collegiate and high school and middle school students. And they only went to a 15-minute overtime and then a shootout. But in this case, we've been told that the UIL decides that they're going to have a 10-minute half, and then they will take a small break, and then they will have a second 10-minute half. And then I understand that they possibly could go to a showdown, but we will not know until that occurs. So anyway, while we've got a chance, I want to give a big shout out to the one and only Brownsville Coffee Place, number 2. Shout out to Brownsville Coffee Shop number 2 for bringing you tonight's contest. A true Brownsville staple serving the community for over 40 years. The Brownsville Coffee Shop is your choice for authentic Mexican breakfast made fresh every day. This is the spot. Back to live action here as we moved on and the clock has run. Ryan, can you set the clock for me? We didn't get it started when they got started. We're having some technical difficulties with our clock. We're trying to get that squared away for you. Lions with the ball, pushing it across. Now the Aviators. Lions pushes the ball downfield. Minute gone here in the first half of overtime. Teams have switched goals, so they have gone to the opposite sides now. Lions now will go from our left to right, while the Aviators go from right to left. Aviators in the white and the blue shorts. Pharr ID Academy in the dark black and blue numbers. Ball pushed out. Lions. Shot. And the ball gets away. Under 8 to play here in this first half of the overtime. Want to give a big thank you to the Brownsville Coffee Shop number 2 for sponsoring tonight's game. And we have a score. A score by the San Juan Lions. So the San Juan Lions have scored. Goalie save for the Lions. Clock stoppage for a player on the sidelines. This broadcast is made possible thanks to the Brownsville Coffee Shop number 2, where every plate feels like home. With over 4 decades of serving authentic Mexican favorites, they continue to be the go-to spot for families across Brownsville. If you haven't tried their breakfast yet, you're missing out. Shout out to Brownsville Coffee Shop number 2. Our clock is not synced up, so we will try and get the clock synced up. Ryan. Aviators. Now try to center it.
6 minutes, so 6:30 again. Hits 6:50, 45. Hit that.
Now we got our clock back in line for y'all. And they're going to say another clock stoppage. That is the unusual part of soccer as opposed to other sports. Clock stoppages occur only when a player's hurt or there seems to be some type of confrontation on the field. We'll give another big shout out to the Brownsville Coffee Shop number 2. Proudly supporting local soccer night, known for their fresh tortillas, generous portions, and unbeatable prices. They've been keeping Brownsville fueled for over 40 years. Next time you're craving a real home-style Mexican breakfast, you know where to go. Back to live action here. Brownsville, Robindale with the ball, trying to take a shot on goal, and the header is no good. Movement across. Lions try to set it up. Five and a half to play here in the first half of the overtime. Lions. Aviators. Now the Lions trying to settle it back up. Headed by the Aviators. Lions. And shot is in. And they scored again.
The Lions pushed it in after the corner shot. So now, after going 0-0 with a clock stoppage at 4:51, it is now 2-0 in favor of the Lions. Ball being moved across the field. Lions and slide tackle by the Aviators. Looking for some movement. Aviators clearing it, trying to get a shot on goal as they try to bring the ball on a slide tackle by the Aviators. Under 4 to play here in the first half of the overtime. And as I said, we understand that this is going to be an overtime which will have 2 10-minute halves. We are in the first one. Lions have been able to pick up 2 goals. And it's kicked away. By the Aviators. It's going to be a corner kick for the Lions as they'll set it up. Looks like goalie with the deep kick to midfield has an offender open, being chased by the Lions. And the Aviators taking the ball across the side. And they're going to get a push. And they're going to say handball. So it belongs to the Aviators. Dante Torres set to do the throw-in for the Aviators. Movement by the... We have a clock stoppage. So a clock stop, because of an injured player for the Aviators, will slow things down and we'll give you a chance to
At Marine Military Academy, we educate those who dare to achieve. Those eager to control their future before it controls them. Those who can follow a path so they can eventually make their own. Those ready to join in order to stand out. Welcome to MMA, forging tomorrow's leaders.
"100 years ago, in the heart of the Rio Grande Valley, a spark was born. From the first dreamers who stepped onto these grounds, Texas Southmost College has stood as a promise that determination can overcome any challenge. Join us as we honor our past, celebrate our present, and ignite the future together. Texas Southmost College, 100 years strong, and the next 100 begin with you."
Ball being pushed to the sides. Lions. They lead it 2-0 on 2 goals scored here in this first overtime half. 2:02 left to go in this first half. Ball is cleared out by the official. As we're stopped again. Not so sure if a yellow card came out or not. You'll notice that the Aviators have pulled their goalie to be able to have a long kick. And the teams will set up their wall and a kick. Rolling down. Lions trying to set it up. Pushing the ball across midfield. Goalie comes out. Pushes it away. 2-0 our score. Minute and a half left to go in this first half of the overtime. Centered out. Pushed in. Looking for a shot. Looking for a shot. Shot was missed by the Lions. We're getting ready to go under a minute. Goalie kick, frees it away, gets it across. Lions, under 30 seconds. Lions on the attack, looking for a shot, and it's separated by the Aviators. Nice job by the Aviators to break up that and have a couple of collisions on the other side, and that will end the first half. Hey, this is idea Pharr 2. This is idea Robindale 0, but on here it shows idea Robindale 2 and Pharr 0. See it?
It's just being weird.
Okay, because it's still showing them with 2, but they don't have 2. Unless that's where the second half is. Okay. All right. A few technical blips there, folks. We have now a quick halftime, so we'll be back with more in just a minute.
Elevation, AT4, AT4X, Denali. Case closed. For your GMC, we're professional grade.
I fell on a loose towel at the grocery store, and now they're saying it's my fault. Do you think you could help?
Of course I can help. You should be focused on feeling better.
Oh, thank you, Law Champ. Hey, do you think I can get a selfie?
Of course.
Back here in Mercedes, Texas at Tiger Stadium, we are in the second half overtime, consisting of 10 minutes. And at the conclusion of this one, if the score remains the way it is, then it will conclude with the Pharr Lions winning 2-0. But we have 10 minutes of play left. And as the teams now have switched goals again. So they are switched to the other side for the second half. The Lions lead this one 2-0 in the beginning of the second half. And it will be a 10-minute half as well. There was a 3-minute break between the two halves. And we're getting ready to start. We're waiting for the official. He's looking for a ball, for a game ball. And he's setting it up. And we are just about ready to get underway here in the second half of the overtime. Aviators with the ball. Lions push it away. Aviators on the attack. Aviators pushing. Shot on goal. And it's blocked. And it's sent out by the goalie. Lions. Ball gets out wide. Jacob Escobedo, along with Jesus Barrientos, trying to push the ball across. We've reached the 9-minute mark. Lions on the side out. Looking for the throw. 8.5 to go. Great save by the goalie. Just about to hit the 8-minute mark. The Pharr Lions, Idea Academy, lead it 2-0 right now over the Robindale Aviators, Idea School from Brownsville. And we have a tripping call. And it's going to be a possible side out, and was. And now the ball belongs back to the Lions. So the Lions will have a side out. 7.5 to play. Once again, big shout out to the Brownsville Coffee Shop number 2. This broadcast would not be possible if it weren't for them, as they were able to come in and offer sponsorship where every plate feels like home, with over 4 decades of serving authentic Mexican food and favorites. They continue to be a go-to spot for families across Brownsville. If you haven't tried their breakfast yet, you're missing out. Brownsville Coffee Shop number 2. Movement by the Aviators, trying to get something to happen. They trail 2-0 with 6:43 left to go here in the second half in this overtime matchup. Boys area round soccer. Aviators battling. Ball gets pushed. as they're trying to set up their offense to get a score, at least get a shot on goal. Aviators moving the ball. Side out, thrown in. Manages to push it across. Aviators, 5.5 to play here. Lions on the attack. All they do is center it out. Time is on their side. Slide tackle by the Aviators. And I don't know if he's going to be called for tripping. And he is up, and the ball continues to play. We're just about to reach the 5-minute mark in this one. I want to give a big thank you to the Brownsville Coffee Shop number 2 for sponsoring tonight's game. Located right there in Brownsville, they're known for their warm, welcoming atmosphere and incredible homemade Mexican breakfast. It's more than just a meal. It's a place where the community comes together. Brownsville Coffee Shop number 2. Movement by the Lions. 4.5 to play in this second half of this overtime matchup. Lions on top, 2-0. They're looking for another score to add to their tally. Shot on goal is blocked. Lions lead it by 2. Aviators on the move, trying to make something happen, trying to get a shot on goal. And a shot goes, and it's blocked. Ball kick high, 3.5 to play in this second half of the overtime. Lions seeing an opportunity, looking to set, trying to get a shot on goal. Pushed in, and it's going high. Three and a half to go. Movement along. Coming across. Trying to get a shot on goal. And falls and loses his balance. And we have a stoppage of play. Another big shout out to the Brownsville Coffee Shop number 2. Probably supporting local soccer tonight is Brownsville Coffee Shop number 2. Penalty shot is no good. Aviators pushing the ball, trying to get something to happen. Time not in their favor. 2.5 to play here in the ball game. Lions with the ball. Trying to get a shot on goal. And it's blocked. 2-0 our score, or 2-0 as they would say in the soccer world. Boys area round playoff soccer. Right here on Real Sports Live. Lions. Ismael Gomez, along with Jesus Barrientos, pushing it down. Trying to keep the ball away. Taking it to midfield. Dribble. And they're on the run. Looking to set up for the shot. Looking across. Shot. And scores. So that's 3 for the Lions as we are down to a minute 6. So the Brownsville Aviators from Robindale Idea Academy have their backs against the wall as they trail now 3-0 with 1:06 left to go in the ball game. Clock stoppage after the score. We'll start on the officials' message. We're waiting for the clock. Under a minute. 3-0 our score. It was tied up. We are in the second half of the overtime. Less than a minute. 40 seconds left on the clock. The Pharr Idea Academy Lions will be moving on in the next 30 seconds. We should get a confirmation. $25 ticks to the official score on the board. They're waiting for people to get set. This one is about to come to the end. Once again, big shout out to the Brownsville Coffee Shop number 2. As we thank them tonight for sponsoring this area round playoff game. Located right there in Brownsville, they're known for their warm, welcoming atmosphere and incredible homemade Mexican breakfast. It's more than just a meal. It's a great place to come together. The Brownsville Coffee Shop number 2. I think I'm going to have to check them out. Still a little delay.
This is the island where adulting takes its own vacation. South Padre is more than an island. It's...
Clock goes down. 15 seconds. Aviators trying to score. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the shot goes deep, and this one is over with. Congratulations to the Pharr Idea Academy Lions as they defeat the Aviators of Robindale Idea Academy out of Brownsville. They win this one tonight 3-0 in overtime. I want to thank those folks who did a great job. We'll be back to wrap it up in just a moment.
Rev up your future with Texas Southmost College's Auto Body Repair Program. In just 2 semesters, you'll gain the skills to become an auto body repair specialist. Learn using industry standard iCar Academy to get you job ready fast. If you're ready to drive your career forward, TSC's Auto Body Repair Program is the place to start. Classes are filling fast, so visit tsc.edu and apply today.
No importa en cuál etapa de tu vida te encuentres, Texas Southmost College está aquí para ayudarte a progresar. Ya sea que estés empezando desde cero, cambiando de carrera o adquiriendo nuevas habilidades, TSC tiene programas accesibles diseñados para adaptarse a tus metas. Es hora de dar el siguiente paso. Piensa en grande, piensa claramente, piensa en TSC.
Kenny Perez came from a small town in Texas. At Kenny Perez Law, we won't stop fighting until our clients get what's rightfully theirs. We're right by your side, no matter what. Call Kenny Perez Injury Lawyers today, 956.
Welcome back here to Mercedes Tiger Stadium, where you saw one heck of a matchup tonight as the Brownsville Aviators from Robindale Idea Academy fall to the Pharr Idea Academy Lions in an overtime match, where the Lions come up the victors as they win this one 3-0. A great game tonight, great night of soccer, no doubt about it. These two teams battled it to the very end, and for some it is moving on. And for the others, the season is over. We want to congratulate both those teams for doing an amazing job on the season. We wish the Pharr San Juan Lions Idea Academy the best of luck as they move on to the next round of boys high school soccer. We'll be back with more in just a minute.
Permatemp Personnel Services has been servicing local businesses for the past 29 years.
Leave the hiring to us. Let us become your personal hiring guru.
We have a network of skilled employees to fit your needs.
Your success is our strategy.
Don't hesitate, call us now.
The standard of excellence has always been Cadillac, so be iconic and drive one. Free your Cadillac, Brownsville, Texas.
It means a lot to me. TSC has changed me to make me realize that I can accomplish things. Just don't give up. A long way from where I was to what I am now, and there's no limit to where I'm going.
Turn your passion into a powerful career at Texas Southmost College. Our automotive technology program will train you in everything from maintenance to full vehicle systems repair. Earn a certificate or associate degree and get certified to work as a C maintenance or B-level technician. You'll be guided by seasoned instructors who have decades of real-world automotive experience, helping you get ready to roll into the industry. So take the wheel and apply today at tsc.edu.
If you've been in a car crash, call Kenny. We're available to take your call 24/7, and we don't charge a fee unless we win your case. When you're in a car crash, call Kenny. Call 999-1111 now for a free consultation.
Back here at Mercedes High School Tiger Stadium.
3 different scores. 3 different goals from 3 different people.
We have 3 different scores tonight from 3 players that we awarded. And jump on the headset so you can tell me who they are.
Yeah, he's getting them right now.
Oh, you went back down?
Yeah, go back down.
We are waiting to get the names of those who scored a goal so we can give the medals away to our valuable player of the game. 3 goals scored by 3 different players in the final overtime. So the Lions of Pharr Idea Academy move on to the next round. We want to give a big shout out to our title sponsor for tonight, the Brownsville Coffee Shop No. 2, a true Brownsville staple, serving the community for over 40 years. If you're looking for authentic, home-cooked Mexican breakfast made fresh every day, fresh tortillas, I mean, it is a place where you want to go where it will hit the spot. Brownsville's Coffee Shop No. 2. Thank you for sponsoring tonight's game, and we are proud to have you as a sponsor right here on Real Sports Live. We want to pass on some shout-outs tonight. Pass on to Mr. Jammer, who did the master control back at our studios. Then I want to give a big shout-out to my cameraman, Ryan, who did a wonderful job, along with the young man he was training, Malachi. So, as we get ready to wrap it up, this is Doug Robinson saying good night from Mercedes, Texas, and we'll see you next time. Have a great night, everybody. Good night from Real Sports Live.